Hello. Welcome back to ABI-DOS. Yeah, last episode I think we finished up linked list. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Hold on. Let me clean this up. There you go. Yeah, a linked list which I don't know. Yeah, got us to 20. So now we're gonna continue. I don't know if the levels get harder and harder from here, but I think they do. So we're gonna have to spend. Well, it's gonna get pretty challenging if so. Well. All right, channeler. Let's do channeler. Okay. Wonder what that means. Ooh. Outputs. We have 4 inputs and 1 output. S0 provides a set of characters. S1 provides a set of coordinates. S2 and 3 indicate the start of a gate made of color pixels, which can be red or green. Read a character from S0 and a coordinate from S1. Check if both S2 and S3 contain a green pixel at that coordinate. So 64. At number 64, which is here, it's red on 2 and green on 3, so no. But if true, if they're both green, send the character to S5 at that coordinate. So let's find something that's true. 4. Okay, so at position 4. Wait, sorry. Let's see. 92. 92 is here. Okay, 92 is both green. So this less than symbol at 92, since are both green here, sends this less than symbol to position 92 of the output. If not, sends a red hash symbol at the same coordinate. Okay, what's this? A nullifier. Disables the U bit temporarily, reactivating after passing through X icons. If triggered by any sensor, enter state B indefinitely if the condition is met. And reverse the state A. Define state A. Disables the U bit temporarily. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. But okay. So what does disabling a U bit do? What is this? I think that's the number of symbols. Yeah, so what is it if disable? What comes out? It doesn't even come out. Okay, interesting. That is not something I know how to use. Okay, so what I want to do is you want to read 2 and 3 first. So let's set 2 and 3 to be semi-active, to only come out when called out, so they don't start coming out first. 1 goes in and we have a reader pointing to signals 2 and 3. So this points 2 and 3 to positions 64. And of course, you probably point position 5 to the same thing, right? Because we're gonna have an output at position 5 as well. And of course, once doing so will release outputs from positions from signals 2 and 3. So you have a red and then you have a green. Okay. So how do I make the AND gate in the past? I forgot how I made the AND gate in the past. Well, okay, it's not that challenging, right? How I can do this is I can check by adding them together. If they're both green and I connect them together, the output should be something that's green. So color sensor here checks for green. And if green, simply lets it pass through, but otherwise doesn't. Okay, let's test this out. So to be counted at the same time. Okay. Since this comes out twice more than this, there should be a gap of 2, I think. Oh, wait, what? Oh, there's a colorizer? Ooh, no, I want a color sensor. There you go. Okay, and if correct... Wait, what? If... Wait. Wait, does it stand for traces of green or... green at all? What? It's supposed to start off inactive and then gets active when that happens. What? Wait. If I made it blue, it would stay inactive, right? Because there's no blue at all. But if there were green at all... Oh, that's really nasty. It still activates because there's a trace of green in it, if it's yellow. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I have to make a different sort of AND gate then. I thought I could cheat, but I guess I cannot. I mean, I don't even think that was cheating. But okay, it's fine. All I need to do is have 2 checkers. 2 checkers and that should be it, right? Two color sensors. And those 2 color sensors will each connect to... I don't know what they'll connect to. They'll connect to a gate that turns something on. So we'll have one that sends something out from signal 0. And then based on what comes out through this gate, we'll see. Okay, so one will be for... these will start active first. So if active, sends them to an output. If inactive, sends them forward. And that should be it. Obviously not it, but let's try it once. Wait, we have to connect them first, obviously. So one of them will connect to one, the other will connect to the other. So yeah. Wait. No, 0 has to be semi-active as well. So there's a 0 output here. So this X sets as X. Wait. Whoa, I sense it for green, my bad. So no green means inactive. Sorry, green means... Wait. There, okay, that's the one. So if green needs to become inactive and therefore will allow it forward. And then I will simply add something to set 1. And that should be it. What? Oh, right. Everything also has to eventually end up calling out 1. So why not have that be here instead? Seems right. Seems right. Oh, look at that. That seems good. Oh, no, the problem is that if it's wrong, I have to send in a hashtag. I forgot about that. So, if wrong... Well, if wrong, then it's easy, right? If wrong, I just send them both out here and then send them in like this. And the output will have one equalizer which sets it to value 155 for the hash symbol. And one colorizer that sets it to red. Like this. Hashtag. And of course, otherwise you just go forward. Looks right to me. Oh, Ah, I saw something that happened wrong there. Wait. There's a plus. Why? Okay, what number is this? 55. Where is 55? Where is reader? I cannot find this, please. What? Yeah, why? Can I? Why? Well, are there anything else that went wrong? Oh. $57, $54. Oh, what the heck? Where did 55 come from? What? Why are so many things coming out of this? What? Wait. Yeah, why are so many things coming out of that? Did I just get two double greens at the same time? Or like what? Okay, so here, 57 brings out everything. And then brings out that. Brings out 54. Why does it go that way? Has it always done that? What? Wait, has there never been something that's gone down this direction before? Huh. That's really late to figure out something went wrong with your code. But I mean, it's really easy to fix. Just do that, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that fixes that problem, I guess. That's such a weird issue to have, but I think we're fine. Yeah, okay. That's your solution. Time to optimize it. Obviously, these don't need to be that far apart. They can, in fact, simply connect to each other, like so. I'll work out the wiring later. And therefore, I don't need this anymore. Of course, this is also very, very slow. So instead, what I want to do is probably use a duplicator to send things out at the same time, which makes it faster. What? Okay. So yeah, so how this will work is a duplicator that sends into 2 and 3. Whoa. Probably should read 5 first. Afterwards, it will send out a 0 and a 1. So this is hopefully the fastest we can go. Well, not really, but hopefully it is. Read 64, 664 on both sides, sends out reads, then converges, but it can converge in sum to each other, but it doesn't matter because 0 and 1 are going to come out immediately afterwards. So we're good there. So this is a good setup, I think. Next, we just have to do this properly. It's not that tough. I simply flip this so that it looks like this. Then code it so that you do this, you do this. Actually, because it's flipped, I think it'll actually work out this time even without the... Yeah, it should work out even without the anything, even without the arrow, right? Let's just wait for it to go here. Oh! What? 64. Okay. That is correct. What? Okay, that is correct. Is this too fast? That is correct. That is wrong. What? Wait. 64. 124. It reads too fast, doesn't it? Reads too fast. The 5 has to be at the very end. Okay. Wait, if that's the case, can I just do this? It should read 64 first, but the output is too slow. Is it? Yes, the output is way too slow. Oh, it's not way too slow, but it's just slightly too slow. Man, that does kind of suck. Now I have to push it all back again. Oh, you know what? No. It's always gonna be too slow because there's always gonna be some number of cells away. So instead, I could just do this. Or this. That's still too slow. What? Why? Yeah, isn't that at least somewhat faster than this? It comes out at the same time as this overlaps. And if I did this, it also comes out at the same. What? Why is that slow? Why is that the same speed? If 0 comes out faster than usual, like 0 comes out now. Oh, because 0 and 1 are equally spaced apart, so it should be like this. There you go. Very barely making it. And if it works even faster. Alright, there it is. Okay. Whoa. Okay. And now all I need to do is just to piece this all together, which shouldn't be that tough. In fact, I think I already have it. This is just the solution. Just 2 modules that work together. Nice. There you go. I could definitely make this better if I want to. I just need to flip this upside down. Yeah. And then this can go from here. That's how you fit it into a better area. What's the total actual area? Oh, okay, I was gonna say that was kind of close, but there are 3 squares at the corner which I can't do anything about. Okay, that should be it. Right. No, something's still wrong here. Right, because this has to be further apart still. There you go. Hopefully this continues to work. It does. Very nice. So overall what I did was make an AND gate for signal 0. Actually signal 0 is one that's outputting. I made an AND gate for it, so both need to be green for a straight path to be formed, otherwise they will be split up here and turned into hashtags. Whereas the top module, what that does is it basically just runs the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. That was cool. Whoa. Who did it in 131? Why does so many people did it in 131? What? I don't know. No, there are people who did it in 60,000. I have no idea who. Alright, there you go. We can try one more. Oscillator I. Okay, Oscillator I. The first oscillator. Wow, colors. This program extracts the contents of 3 signals, signals 1, 2, and 3 in sequential order, based on external command provided by S0. Begin transmitting this content from S1 to S5 while monitoring S0. If 0 supplies a plus sign, switch the input source following this sequence. What? Okay. Notice that the first element of 0 can be a plus sign, in which case the first input source should be S2 instead. What? Okay, so signal 0 starts reading from S1. Upon countering the plus sign, it then moves to S2, and then it reads from S2. And upon countering another plus sign, it moves to S3. And then upon recounting another another plus sign moves back to S1. So it reads from S1, then from S2, then from S3, and goes in that order. And we are warned as well that if the first is a plus sign, then we have to start reading from signal 2 instead. Okay, oscillator. No longer a toggle, it's an oscillator. Just a little bit suspicious. I would say a nullifier could work, because you would nullify the other 2 signals, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, how do I want to do this? I need 3 states, which means 2 sets of A and B, I guess. 2 sets of A and B can actually form 4 total states. So that's weird. I guess that might not be intended. I could just send out... Oh, you know what? No. You know what I can do? I can send out signals 1, 2, and 3 in order. And by in order, I mean reverse order. Then I can have this. No, wait. No, that's not what it does. I thought this disables U-bit at periodic rates, but no, this disables every unit that passes through. Oof, that's not it then. Okay. I guess it's fine. That was like a very stupid idea to begin with. We should do something better here. How do I even make an oscillator though? Like, if it sees a plus sign, how do I then read from signal 2? Is it possible to make a 3-way gate? Like, is it possible to make a gate that oscillates? Is my question, I guess. I mean, the first thing I can definitely do is just start reading with signal 0. If signal 0 sees a plus, then the magic will happen. Otherwise, it just lets a minus through and discards it. If sees a plus... Okay, yeah, no, I know what I want to do. I just don't know how to make the oscillator work. How do I make a path switch from 1 to 2 to 3? Because it's very easy to, you know, have only 2 of them. It's very easy to do 1 and 2 only. But it's hard to do 1 and 3. Sorry, yeah, as I was saying, no idea how to oscillate. Oh, absolutely no idea how to oscillate. I'm trying to think of things I can do in my head. It seems tough. If 0C is a plus, is there one that reads from signal X? It's like one of these, right? Ports. Wait, where are the ports? I feel like a writer would be nice here actually. Just writing X to the icon. No, actually no, probably not. What I was thinking I could do is have 1, 2, and 3 be sent out, then have this be on for a period of time, such that 2 of them will be nullified and 1 of them will not be nullified. That was my idea. And the one that is nullified will go through the output and into a recycler, whereas the one that is not nullified will simply just enter here. Now, I need something that will produce objects at a consistent rate. Spawns a neutral U-bit only when any connected sensor requests a transition to state B. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not recommended. However, I could cheat and use it because they allow you to somehow. If I had a port though that... Okay, can I make a rectangular shape that has multiples of 3? Actually no, that's a very bad idea. Minus. Okay, I think I'm overthinking this. There's definitely a much better, much easier way to do this that maybe doesn't use the nullifier. If minus read from 1, if minus read from 1, if minus read from 1. Okay. I'm very confused. It definitely seems possible though. If minus read from... I still don't get how the oscillator works. Because an oscillator only turns things on and off. Okay, if I can say, if 1 begins as on, the plus can make its way to turn... Okay, this is a very big switch, so a very big switch. What happens if it detects a plus? Detects something equal to... Plus is 127, right? If it detects something equal to 127, let's say it then sends it down. So minus will just go forward, I think. Yeah, minus just goes forward, the plus will go down, and I guess I might need to move this to give it space. We have done this sort of thing before, where it first toggles 2 and toggles 1 and 2, and then switches the gate. So we will now have 3 exits. An exit where, well, yeah, an exit where it toggles 1 and 2. Okay, so yeah, let's set up let's set up this thing first. Okay, so they all start off as pointing leftward and being, well, 1 starts off as active first, while 2 and 3 starts off as inactive. Actually, this might be very bad. Whatever. Okay, and this setup, okay, at least this top setup will ensure they never clash if they all show up at once. So at the very end, right, I can just put in a spawn everything to reset 0 and to reset 1, 2, and 3. Good, that's very good to know. And really only, wait. The problem is, whatever comes down here and gets toggled. Wait, no, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. I was gonna say, whatever, if one of these things are active, they will get turned downwards, but no, just keep going forwards. Okay, so 1 starts off as active, 2 starts off as inactive. We will first start off as a downward. If senses plus, it will start downward. Activates to state B, both 1 and 2. Wait. Wait, no, this just feels wrong. Because signal 1 isn't its own thing. I don't know why it should start like that. Like, obviously it will make the most sense if the state was being positive and then, you know. So let's make state A to be all inactive first. So they all start off going down. What the heck? Okay, fine. I'll flip you guys upside down so the directions work better. Okay, happy. Of course, we can go in order like this and just destroy the connections. There. Okay, good. Now, if a plus is detected, let's start them all inactive first. So semi-active. So only when this is tested will something come out. This should always start with turning signal 1 to be positive. So let's convert this signal into signal B. So now, okay, let's put in the output. When something comes out, A will move and then B, 1 will move and 2 and 3 will not. And it will continue. And of course, when the plus goes down, it does something. So when the plus goes down, it will do 2 things. It will toggle it will toggle this to, it will toggle signal 1 back to A and toggle signal 2 to B, and then it will go away because we don't need it anymore. It should also toggle itself. which is good. B will then toggle this. Okay, so everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine. When it goes down, switch. Ew, I don't like this being switched. But no, this will switch it back. Okay, so that happens. And of course there must always be an output, so okay, so this happens. So we can just repeat this setup over and over again, right? Signal 3 is the one that's coming out now. Why? What? Oh, because this always turns signal 1 to turn on, which I don't like. Okay, then I guess that's wrong. Okay, well, okay. I see. What if I just destroyed that then? And instead made it so that A is actually active at the start? It should still be very similar in idea, right? Yeah, it should still be very similar in idea, and then when it swaps, whoa. Then, okay, sorry. So this comes out, this comes out, this comes out. This sends both? What? Why? Okay. Wait, is this the fourth one? Okay. So this should only... yeah, why is 1 still going? Oh, because 1 should also be set to state B, of course. Okay. There you go. That should be right. Okay. And then now we can just repeat. The problem with repeating this is that the wiring is what's going to be the most troublesome. Okay. Since this is repeatable, and I know it's repeatable, let's get rid of the wiring first. Whoa. Get rid of the wiring. The regular wiring can stay. Okay, this is what we copy. Okay, there you go. There must also... oof, okay. I said it'd be even further apart, I guess. There must also be something to flip this to be the other direction. So, okay, there you go. Another B sensor. Actually, since they're all B's, they're not all B's by the way. There will be one B and then one A, except for in this case where there are 3 B's, because this has to be changed. In fact, this will have 2 A's. Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, so this has to be very manually done, is all I'm gonna say, I guess. So it starts off like that. Since these are all B's, I can just link it all to one B. That's actually very clever, I would say. Don't change this. Just change this, and also change 1 and 2. So yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We start off. Wait. Oh, right, there's a sensor here, so this blue should avoid it, I guess. Ah, jeez, okay. Now, goes down, checks for B, changes those two, and sends 1 out. Good. Now, the next time there's a plus, which is soon, it will go to the next one. Good. Okay. Good. The next one will have one B, one A, and another B. So it will convert U back to state A. So let's put U in A. Actually, yeah, now that I'm doing this, I realize I can change a lot of things now. I can make things a lot closer together. Like this. And the reason I can do that, okay, so B, U, well, no. Okay, yeah, okay, no, it's fine. We can use colors. We have two colors of wires to work with. This will start as state A, which is inactive, but it needs to... Wait, no. This has to connect to itself, right? Wait, yes? Changes. How does it change back? Yeah. Okay, so this starts like that. Okay. So now we want to change this. This would be a state B, so this would need to be state A. And then state B will be for... What would it be for? Okay, so B will be for both this and for wire 3, while A will be just for wire 2, right? Okay, nice. And now the last one, which is the hardest, is just A, I think. Actually, I don't know about the wire. There's no wire here, but there has to be one that resets this to its original position, which is why the colors are so important. But there's like, we're being blocked by every color plausible, so I don't see how that's doable. Okay, what I can do is make space. Yes, I can make space. Shifting everything like this allows me to make space like this. And now this B is here. And this A is here. Okay. Now we simply need to convert all 3 of these into A, which is actually very easy. You can just use a red wire to connect all of them. And that red wire can very easily avoid everything else, which is kind of magical. that. Oh, what a crazy set of wiring. Okay. 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 Oh, everything's wrong already. Wait. When? Okay. So, what is being read? That? Wait, what? Why is it a slash? Where? Oh! The first? Huh. That changes the entire question. Wait. Then this 8 is from here? It's a B, not an 8. What? You have to pause? Wait, how? Oh, it's so easy. Just use this. Oh my god. Just use this thing. Oh, oh my goodness. I am such an idiot. The bottom gate is fine. The top gate is a lot easier, making the wiring so much more simple. Okay. Jeez. The wiring need not be this insane. But I'm keeping this. Let's go to new save slot. Ah, jeez. I'm keeping that because I like looking at stupid things, and that was very, very stupid. So, it's not that hard then. Why did I make it so hard on myself by doing stupid thing like that? That is actually all you need for this setup down here. These 4 all congregate like this. Everything is just based on this alone, which is rad, and we actually really know the mechanism, because this exact mechanism is what we're trying to incorporate into what we're doing just now. So that just now had the continuous mechanism plus what we're about to do now, which is going to make things a lot easier. So what's going to happen? Well, same thing. We start off by checking if the object is a plus sign, which is a 127. If 127, oh no, it's a lot harder. Wait, it's a lot harder. If 127 it needs to make a first change. Otherwise, it will stay and output signal 1 and then go away. Okay, that looks okay. If it does change, this happens, right? And then an output occurs. Now, of course, this must start as inactive, so it will keep doing this, it will keep doing this. Also, these have to all be in semi-active. So only this comes out, and of course I need a one that resets signal 0 as well. And I will keep doing that until it reaches a hashtag, which will go down. Now going down here, now changes the course of this. So this starts off going down this path. Okay, so let's make it active first and inactive going straight. So okay, this is good. So it starts off having an active thing pushing it down. If it's not doing this, so it starts off doing this. If this happens, it now goes here and converts this to state B. And the next one will come out. Well, since this one it marks the start of a new state, we'll just copy this entire thing. and then just repeat. Now we copy this entire thing and move it here. Okay, and yeah, okay. So it starts off testing. If this happens, it goes here and then continues down the regular testing route. Actually, let's make this wire blue so it's easier to understand, separate from the red wires down below. So if this, it will go here, it will move over, and it will repeat this exact process. And in fact, this process, yeah. So now this process will push down here, otherwise it will go forward, and this B is what checks for this exact one. And of course, that can continue here, but this one has to reset to the start. So this happens. Wait. Does it turn right? Or does it turn left? Whoa. Whoa, oh, wait, hold on. This cannot connect here. This has to make its own connection. Like it has to go its own way. Because otherwise it will just keep getting checked by the next set. But this is good because now it goes down the next path. Yeah, and then this one will be number 2 and this will be number 3. And if it checks, this goes like that. And then the same thing happens here, and then the same thing happens here. And then now it will do this, and then the thing will have to repeat. Yeah, like this. Right? I think so. And then, yeah, okay. And then now something different has to happen if checked for B again. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Let's shift this entire thing over by 1. This will now go down. The wiring is the same but has to be slightly different. Yeah, okay, this is good. Now I have more space here. Here we have one final B that will convert this one back. And of course it has to do the exact same thing. So it will read signal 1 and then exit. Because that's what these guys did. These guys read the next signal and then exited out. Yeah. So read, read, read. Otherwise flip and then continue. Read, read. Now it goes here, it flips and then continues. But this one has to be set back to its original position as well, right? To reset the entire thing back to the start. Because now, if you read this again, this happens, which flips this, but not this. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, does this have to be... Oh, this has to be back to state A. Okay. And actually this also has to be back to state A, which means that I can actually do this. This is actually a lot simpler. It works and is nicer. Okay, there you go. Is this good? Does this work? I don't know. Does it work? It's slow. I think it works. Nice. Alright, I can make this maybe a little bit better. Maybe? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. Well, I can make it better by putting this on top so that they get read first. Not for this one. No, not about. I don't know about this one. This one I don't think I can fix. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think that might be as good as it gets. And there's a reset. Okay, well, this should work. I'm not sure about what would happen in the next few test cases. Any errors? 0 errors? It works. Very nice. Oh, okay. Also, I want to move this around so it looks nicer. Let's see. Let's get rid of this because I can just wire this to here. This can be wired here for less space. And yeah. I suppose I can actually make this a lot nicer for myself as well. If I just did something like this. Watch this. Yeah, I think this. No. No, hold on. Hold on. Something. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to cheese this. Not cheese. I'm trying to make this work better. I don't think I can fit it in that box. I don't think I can fit it in that box, unfortunately. Yeah, alright, that's fine. I will simply fit it elsewhere. Like up here or something. I'll just like put it down here. This actually is a very nice looking thing. Yeah, let's shift this up a bit. There you go. Oh, what? Okay, it's no longer running. Oh, it is. It just doesn't show the things going on. Wait, what? Did it pause? What? Wait, what happened to it? It's running, right? It's running now. What? Why did it stop? What? Where? When? Oh, it's here. Okay, no wonder this needs to be here. Alright, fine. There you go. Okay, there we go. Saving a GIF or GIF or whatever. This is taking a while. Alright, there you go. Save the desktop. Exit. Holy moly. That is 2 more levels done. And I think should probably mark the end of this episode. We spent like a full hour on this. Yeah, alright. That was very cool. Of course, we still have this monstrosity from previously. Anyway, yeah. Next episode, I think we'll just continue. And we'll see what we can do then. Until then, though, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.